If you already wrote this team off before the season, or if you thought they were gonna get the number one pick, you might want to reconsider. 5 games in the NBA today on a Sunday night, but we start in Golden State, where the Clippers continue to surprise. First possession of the game, the undefeated Warriors looking to stay hot behind Steph Curry. Curry with a three to get things started for the Warriors on the other end. The Clippers coming off that great road win in Denver, and they started with a Zubac assist to DJJ. This dynamic duo continuing to excel early in the season. Harden to Big Zoo for the lob, now Curry looking for some early haymakers. Second quarter now, the Clippers' depth and their defense is going to be their calling card. KPJ with the steal, that leads to Nick Batum on the other end. More from that Clippers second unit while Harden is on the bench. KPJ no good, but freaking Big Zoo. Still in the second quarter, the Clippers continuing to show their grit. Offensive rebounds, a big staple for this team early. Warriors looking for a response now to the Clippers, and Buddy Hield, we've seen what he's been doing this season, a 4-point play. Later in the second, how about Big Zoo as an offensive hub with the assist to the young fella getting upstairs? While everybody's been focused on the Clippers' stars this offseason, they did such a good job adding quality depth. There's one of them, Chris Dunn, the N1. Third quarter now, Warriors down by 7. Steph Curry in transition, still so elusive. Another Warrior finding his groove early this season, Andrew Wiggins with a great game. Clippers up by 8, end of the third, and Norman Powell, we saw what he did in Denver. He scores in flurries. He had 37 in Denver. Now he beats the buzzer at the end of the third. The Clippers up by 10 in the fourth quarter, a scary sight as Steph Curry had to leave the game after turning his left ankle. Hopefully he doesn't have to miss much time, if any. With Steph out, Clippers not taking their foot off the gas. Chris Dunn, what a game for him, finding Amir Coffey. But even without Steph Curry, the Warriors still hovering around. Down by 4, Andrew Wiggins again and again tonight. So the Clippers absorb the Warriors' comeback attempt, and Zubac to Norman Powell, the dynamic duo. Very next possession, Clippers up by 3, 2.5 minutes to go. It is Big Zoo down the lane. Now here comes the dagger. Harden double team near turnover, but it leads to great things for the Clippers. Zubac the hammer. Personally, if you ask me who my sleeper team in the Western Conference is, even without Kawhi Leonard, it is the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's because of quotes like this. Quote, "We want to be the best defensive team in the league, and that's going to give us a chance every night." Not only is Ivica Zubac doing great things on defense, on offense tonight, 23 points, 17 rebounds. Tonight he also added in 6 assists. His playmaking has gotten better. Every element of his game has gotten better. When you talk about all-star seasons, these are all-star level numbers. Obviously, we need to see a larger sample size. And this dude needs an apology from a lot of us. 23, 11, and 7 on a night when he didn't shoot the ball well, he still managed and controlled the game at an expert level. The Warriors got to give a shout out to Andrew Wiggins, 29 points on 11 of 15. I do think Golden State is legit. Hope Steph is okay. Elsewhere in the NBA today, the Thunder seeking a 3-0 start for the first time since 2016. But they're trying to do so against an undefeated Hawks team, and Trae Young is on a mission. Trae back in his old stomping grounds in Oklahoma in transition. Find that man from anywhere. This one was a fun defensive battle between two young and hungry teams. Chet Holmgren with his first 3 of the season. Speaking of Atlanta, they come into this game undefeated and their defense is turning it up. Jalen Johnson meeting them at the rim, and then check out the defense from Dyson Daniels. Well done, but SGA just too smooth. Midway through the second, Hawks up by 3, one of the scariest sights in basketball. Trae Young downhill. This is part of the reason why OKC is so scary though. Look at the way they effortlessly move the ball. Caruso to Dort for 3 on the other end. Trae Young just carrying the Hawks. Atlanta was up by 6 at the end of the first half, and what a nice game from the number 1 pick, Zachary Reese-Shea. End of the first half, this is why they got him. Alex Caruso making a hustle play, keeping a possession alive, and that leads to a buzzer beater from J-Dub. Third quarter now, we talked about Atlanta's defense, OKC's defense, unbelievable as well. Shea with the steal, now Shea in his bag, downhill at his pace, flips it up and in. The second half was about OKC and Shea. Shea extends the OKC lead, but even when OKC felt like they were going to pull away here in the third, Dyson Daniels doing his thing. Bucks only down by 3 in the fourth with 9.5 minutes to go, but more OKC defense. The defense in this game was something else. Cason Wallace again on defense, but then check out the play by Dyson Daniels. Now the Thunder starting to pull away in another great game from Chet. Even though it was close at the start of the fourth, the Thunder end up winning by 24, and Chet Holmgren once again delivers a masterpiece. 25 points, 9 rebounds, 6 blocks. He's having a sensational season. Of course, have to mention Shea. 35, 11, 9, 3 steals, 3 blocks. East today, the Sixers in Indiana looking for their first win and looking to give Tyrese Maxey some help. Without Paul George and without Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey's had to do a lot of heavy lifting early in the season. Third quarter in this one, Tyrese Halliburton's been struggling from 3 to start the year. That one had to feel good. Now he's calling for it in transition. All it takes sometimes is to see one go in. Two of the great guards in the East starting to go mano-a-mano. Tyrese Maxey flips it up and in. Now Maxey's starting to feel it. When he finds his groove, there's not many scarier guards in the league. End of the third, Maxey's cooking, and you know you're feeling it when you're shooting lefty floaters. Fourth quarter, Sixers down by 2, Maxey's in that duffel bag. Step back 3. Tie game with 4 minutes to go, Maxey spinning, scoring, why not? 38 seconds to go, Sixers down by 1, Caleb Martin giving Maxey some help. This one was amazing down the stretch. 10 seconds to go, Indiana down by 3, Tyrese Halliburton looking for the tie, double clutches, and hits it. So now we head to overtime, and that just means more time for Maxey. All tied up with 2 minutes to go in overtime. Maxey turning the corner, going behind the back lefty finish. And now with the Sixers up by 1, it is time to put the game on ice. That must have felt like a sigh of relief for the Sixers getting their first win of the season. Tyrese Maxey, 32 shot attempts, 14 makes, and 45 points. Milwaukee and Brooklyn today, the Bucks looking to spoil the Nets home opener. Giannis gliding to the rim for 2. The Nets haven't won a game yet this season. But Dennis Schroeder and Cam Thomas have played well. Dennis is carrying over some of that Olympic mojo. The third quarter was the Nets quarter. Cam Thomas right at the former net Brook Lopez. End of the third, Nets up by 2. Thomas again. End of the shot clock, getting open. Step back going to his left. Fourth quarter, Nets up by 6, and it's a Cam Thomas takeover. Even if they're not very good this season, they're going to have some nights like this where their guys get red hot. Tonight it was Cam. And we know when he gets going, he fills it up in a hurry, and one. Nets their first win of the season at home in their home opener. Who was expecting this tonight? Dennis Schroeder and Cam Thomas outplaying Dame and Giannis. Schroeder with 29 and 6, Cam Thomas with 32. Then last but not least, Pelicans and Blazers, a rematch from the other night when Brandon Ingram hit the game winner. Ingram attacking the rim early, but Portland came out determined today. Jeremy Grant the 3, now the young Blazers out and running. Scoot to Simons to Toumani Camara, the tough layup. Or from those young Blazers in the second, this time it's the rookie, Donovan Clingan. I don't know if there's really a such thing as an easy night nowadays in the NBA. Portland looking great tonight. Remember that this team is still missing Shaedon Sharpe as well, Anthony Simons. Simons to the rim there now, Simons just an absolute bucket. And he was doing it on both ends of the floor, causing the turnover there, getting on the floor on the loose ball, and then finding Jeremy Grant. Again, the Blazers may not be very good, but keep your eyes on this Blazers defense. They have the pieces to have a competitive defense this year. Their defense starts with these two, Denny Avdia with the strip, and then Toumani Camara. What an underrated player he is. Blazers with their first win of the season behind a big night from Jeremy Grant, a big night from Anthony Simons, and a reminder to the league that no night is going to be easy this season in the NBA.